second. Hello, everyone. I'm Marty Ken, and along with my good buddy Ken Brown, we are your hosts of the local sports wrap-up here on Wyandotte Cable Channel 15 and YouTube. Today is November 22nd, 2021. Ken, how was your week, sir?
Oh, how you doing, Marty? It's good. It's good, man. It's good to get back into the studio. Week was good, I guess, minus the Michigan State game.
Ooh, yes, that one hurt.
And Michigan fan doesn't mind beating up on Michigan State guy, does he?
You know, I hate to go out on a limb because, you know, about all this football, college stuff. Ohio State's going to pop 60 on Michigan. I'm just saying it now. They aren't going to let up like they just did with I know everyone says, oh, no, Michigan's got their best chance ever, their best chance ever. And we weren't talking about this in show prep. We were talking recipes, our favorite recipes. But I just, you know, they would have put 60 on them last year when it was COVID. Yeah. They conveniently had a COVID scare there so they didn't have to play them. They're a better team. 60 might be unrealistic, but I don't care who wins, to be honest. Yeah. I'll pull for Michigan. I had my daughter going there, and I had a son go to state, so it did hurt that game.
Yeah, it's just disappointing. The guy got like $95 million, so they wouldn't go to LSU or he wouldn't go to UCLA or any of those places, and then they just get shellacked to the woodshed bad.
They've got a makeshift offensive line, and obviously their defenders can't cover. They're not fast enough. But anyway, since we're on football, we're down to the final two teams in our Michigan State high school playoffs. Division I in the semis, Rochester Adams beat Grand Blanc 40-20. And our local team, Belleville, more power to them. After what I read in the article, after this was their third attempt to get to that final game. And this time, third time's the charm.
All right.
Third time's the charm. They took care of Sterling Heights Stevenson 40-26. And they are moving on. Belleville will play Rochester Adams this weekend after the Lions play on Thanksgiving. I believe there's 4 games Friday and 4 games Saturday down at Ford Field. If you want to catch a full day of football, go on down there. It's probably one price for the whole day, I'm sure.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Are you thinking of going? You got the itch? I got things
I could do Friday. Saturday, I'm actually going to go to Michigan, Ohio State tailgate, and I may turn it into some tickets. But
you never know. You never know. In Division II, we had Traverse City Central. Took care of my buddy's team, South Lyon, 56-20. I haven't had a chance to talk to Jeff. He will stop in. I do the awards for his team. He'll stop in with all the information, and I'll chat about. But 56-20, it's not much different than that 49-7 game. It was probably pretty early. You knew you weren't in this game. I'm just guessing. Yeah. Could have been turnovers. Could have been anything. Could have been a tight game. And Warren De La Salle took care of Livonia Franklin. So in Division II, Traverse City versus Warren De La Salle.
Okay. Warren De La Salle always been strong, so they should. I'm thinking they're going to take that. Traverse City they hurt South Lyon.
56 on a team that was 12-0.
Yeah, they might be something to reckon with then. I like to see. I like the Belleville Tigers too. You said that, the black and orange of the Belleville Tigers.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be nice to fly. So that's our downriver adopted team, the Belleville Tigers?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go with them. Man, I like that.
Division III?
Division III, Detroit Martin Luther King. 46, Mason 7. Looks like King continued what they started the week before against Allen Park.
Oh, Allen Park. Right. They just keep rolling, don't they?
Yeah, and then DeWitt won 43-7 against St. Joseph. So that'll be DeWitt versus Martin Luther King down at Ford Field. So that should be a good game. Division IV, we had Hudsonville Unity 58. Edwardsburg 8, so they beat them by 50. They hung a 50 burger on them. And then you got Chelsea against Freeland. Chelsea won 30-27. So that'll get Chelsea against Hudsonville Unity. I know Chelsea played last year, and I believe that they lost to River Rouge.
In the finals?
Yeah. So I know they're at least their 4th time coming.
Wow.
So that's good. That's good for Chelsea. That's Washtenaw County way out.
Yeah, Division 5, Grand Rapids Catholic Central took care of Frankenmuth. That just sounds unfair from the start, and it was 35-0. Marine City in Portland, 27-7. So you've got in Division 5, you've got Grand Rapids Catholic Central taking on Marine City. I'm not sure. I know nothing about either team, but I'll just say all the Catholic Centrals are always strong.
Yeah.
They are never not strong because, you can handpick your players.
Yeah. And speaking of Catholic Central, Lansing Catholic Central actually won 18-7 over Standish. And Warren Michigan Collegiate actually won 36-29 over Michigan Center. So Michigan Center hit the 29. And then you got Warren Collegiate going against Lansing Catholic Central for the Division 6 state championship.
Yeah, you say hit the 29. Yeah, that's 2 weeks running. The 29's been hit. Division 7, here's one for you. Pewamo, Westphalia versus Traverse City, St. Francis. They took care of them 28-21. And Lawton took on Lumen Christi and took care of them. Tight game, 21-20. So in Division 7, you have Pewamo, Westphalia, which I don't know where that is, taking on Lawton.
Okay. And that team that lost 21-20,
Lumen Christi?
Jackson Lumen Christi, actually was the team that knocked E-Course out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, you're young brain cells, man. Yeah. You remember all that stuff from week to week. That's why you're here.
Thank you.
Okay. Without you, I'd just be rambling on here.
All right. Okay. Division 8, we got Hudson. They beat Ottawa Lake Whiteford 28-22, and then Bill City. They beat Ubley 12-7.
Ubley, yeah, you don't know where that is either.
Yeah, it's close to Uber, but that was a good game. A defensive struggle, 12-7. It seems like that turned out well. Who knows
what kind of weather they caught last weekend? It was wet in some places.
Definitely chilly, yeah, and windy, And I think even like looking at high school from when we played and now, there's so much more passing. None of that will matter on the next game because they'll be indoors, right? 68 degrees, it'll be perfect. But when we played, those games leading to the Dome got treacherous because it'd be 6-3, 3-0, 10-6.
Right.
There was a lot of weather that played a factor. So.
Well, and you think when I played back in the 70s, nobody threw the ball. It was all power sweeps and stuff like that. I wanted to be a wide receiver. There was no wide receiver, I had good hands. I could catch the ball.
Blocked.
That wasn't no fun at all. So those are our, next week we will have the finals, Division 1 through Division 8. And congrats to the teams that made it. I guess we adopt Belleville as our local team, and there's a couple Detroit teams, right?
Yeah, let's take King for our team, Division 3. Yeah.
There you go, because King took care of Allen Park.
Yeah.
So, it's always good if the team that wins it beats you.
That's right.
Because then you know that it might have been you.
Yeah.
If you
all
could
you
have
got to do is get that upset. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
That one's for Ken.
Yeah.
Let's go to all Downriver League football. The Downriver League awards came out last week, and with Woodhaven, Allen Park, and Gibraltar Carlson tying for the lead in the league.
Okay.
They each had 6 representatives in the all-league team here. Woodhaven, there you had the seniors, Cornell Perry, Ashton Molman, Darian Nunley, Matt Pabian, and Andrew Ewald, and then they had a junior, Devin Henry.
Yeah, King Henry. And then Carlson's selections were Cody Britt, Jay-Sean Williams, congratulations, Robert McLeese, Braden Lavis, Avante Robinson, and Ben, help me with the last name.
Pritsula. That's what I'm going to say.
Yep, I'll take that. Yep. So they had those representatives. Go ahead.
In Allen Park, the seniors Ethan Gajewski, Brandy Monty, Scenario Hamilton, Max Baugh, Thomas David, and Nick Kilberg. So they had 6 seniors that were all league.
Yep, and that's good. When I went to the game last week to see Allen Park play, the Scenario Hamilton was really good. He was getting out. He was fast. He was like a wing back, running back slide. type. Trenton finished fourth in the league, and they had 3 representatives: Brock Boudreaux, Anthony Solano, and Max Rickman. So congratulations, guys, on Downriver League football.
And then Wyandotte Roosevelt, our boys, 5th in the league, Downriver League, probably first time in a long time. You know, they were 4-4. Yeah. First time, but lost his quarterback halfway through the season, and a 38-man roster. Okay. That's some tough stuff there. But they got 3 players chosen. DeAndre Bell, we talked a lot about him. Leo Hastings, and then junior Xavier Byrne. Yeah. Xavier, sorry. Mm-hmm.
That's right. Taylor High finished 2-6, came in 7th, and they had 2 representatives: Stephen Fletcher, as well as Isaiah Holyman.
Nice. Anderson was next. He got on the board with 1 win. And their representative was senior Brennan Emons. It's kind of unfair the way that works. Is your team's down the line, you can only get 1 rep,
Yeah. I think it's kind of nice that they let every team get a rep. It seems like it was purposeful. But I'll do Lincoln Park. They brought up their basement, 0-8. And they got 1 all-league person, and that was John Jackson. The good news for Lincoln Park, though, is my neighbor is Coach John Jernigan, and he coaches the middle school team. And they went 8-0 this year. Nice. In middle school football. And he said that it was not even close. Like he could see the talent from the offensive standpoint, where they were faster than everybody. So if all those kids go to Lincoln Park High School, in 4 years, you may have another 8-0 team. It may be the reverse of the 0-8, and it'll be 8-0, Lincoln Park High.
Yeah, if they don't get gobbled up by the other schools in the local, Allen Park's right next door to Lincoln Park. All you got to do is go down Champaign Road, and you're right there. They lost a lot of players back a decade ago to that whole game, school of choice. That's our Wyandotte reps, too. Even if you want to talk Little League football, well, that was middle school, and the Pee Wee part of Little League football. Wyandotte got to play in the Peanut Bowl in the finals. Okay. But they lost 6-0, the freshmen, the young guys, the 7 and 8-year-olds, to Washington All Blue. The Peanut Bowl was going on last weekend, and the results, I think I got Allen Park finished 2nd in 2 divisions. I'm going to say this might be a different league, but the freshmen and the seniors, they finished to Woodhaven in both of those divisions, because I'm doing the plates for those banquets. Okay. And that's the information they want on the plate is, league runner-up, or league champion.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I mean, that means that the future of Downriver football is kind of bright. I mean, if you can look at different teams and schools that are, or Little League teams that are doing well, hopefully if they can stay together, that's the main thing. If you can keep them together, man.
Except as the other Ken used to say, Woodhaven. They were running the board even in the 7 and 8-year-olds, So that's
that's tough.
That's how that's gonna go. But congrats to the Wyandotte Indians. They got some future there. But keeping them together, like in the middle school. Let's talk about your buddy there, lives nearby. If he's training these kids, then he don't get to move up with them. No. And then he hands them off to a guy that maybe has a different philosophy. One thing I know about all the schools in this football program, that Adams has them running the same system. Yeah. Because you can't keep learning new stuff every year. Yeah. So.
And the good news for Lincoln Park is that I talked to Coach Jernigan, and he went to talk to the high school coach before they implemented their offense. This was in the summer, when he started doing camp or whatever. Now, his fear was always they didn't have a bunch of kids. They only had like 23 kids or something like that. But as they got, stronger and after school started, they got a few more bodies, but they were good, man. They were dominant, So I think that's positive. But they are doing that system that Coach Adams is doing here, where the Little League feeder or the middle school feeder is actually running the same offense. So.
Yeah. When we did high school hockey and we were in the JV, and I asked Quint back in the day, we'd like to run the same program you're doing, never. we just ran I ran the offense the way I like to run the offense because he didn't have any ideas. For us, he had his own plan. Get all the kids with all the talent and then go. You know?
Yeah, throw the ball out.
So we'll switch it over to volleyball. One thing, Allen Park's Inner City Baptist, they made it to the Final Four in Division 4 in volleyball, and first time the program ever got there in the history of Inner City Baptist High School, which would be about 40 years at least, or back in the 70s for sure, maybe 50. They played a St. Philip squad, and they were too much. They lost 3-1, and it wasn't bad, 25-20, and then 25-18 they lost, and then won a set, 25-21, and then this last set was it just went too fast. It was 25-15. They were never in it. But, you know, they played well to get there.
Yeah, and I know Coach Amanda was really proud of the seniors. She was happy that the seniors got a chance to do it. And they actually had a 14-game winning streak, a 14-match winning streak going into it. So, yeah, it's bittersweet that somebody's got to lose, right? Somebody's got to lose. You know, it's good that they got that far, and it looks like they had back-to-back regional appearances for and their first regional final in 10 years. So
nice first win. They were 25-4-1 overall.
Ooh, that's a good record.
So they only lost to the really good teams. And I will say this about the whole volleyball thing. I lost my train of thought. From what I understand, you know, they like you say, the seniors. Only one, again, when we go to the state finals in golf or bowling, only one person goes home happy. Yeah. You know, only one team goes home happy out of all the teams that have competed in the whole state of Michigan. So I always say, you know, you get top 10 of our region get to go to the state finals in bowling. I remember having a girl, you know, Lillian said, you know, she looked at her score and she said, I had the lowest score for qualifying 10th out of everybody in this building. I said, yeah, and you're ahead of 450 other kids that aren't here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So don't feel bad about that. You also qualified in the toughest house. I said all 10 of our scores were lower than anybody else's. I said, so don't let that, you know, trick you. You belong here like everybody else.
So that was more about the bowling center, how the people were bowling, so their averages weren't up as high as other areas,
We were dissecting the shot we're going to bowl on. Sometimes I don't think the other houses are true to form with the shot because you can just tell by the numbers they post.
Okay.
You know, you have to be so on top of your game to bowl well with this shot that it's
I got you.
So moving on, we'll stick with volleyball. The Downriver League volleyball announcements came out. And obviously Woodhaven led the way. They were first place in the standings. They had 3 players earn all Downriver League honors. Senior Abby Weiss and Elena Mulraney and junior Brooke Hart.
Okay. And then Trenton came in second in the league, and they had 2. Jill Parasiski and Molly Edmonds.
Sophomore Molly Edmonds.
Okay.
Trenton's got a future there with that girl.
Yeah.
Allen Park was 3rd in the standings. That's got to be killing them as they generally win the league every year. And they will be rebuilding and with passion, I believe. They're probably practicing already. Yeah. No basketball's going on. But all-league team was senior Delaney Chiavelli along with junior Alana Harden.
Gibraltar Carlson actually finished 4th, and they had 1 player, a junior, Skylar Zaranak.
And then Roosevelt was 6th. Their Downriver League selection was Emma Vermette, senior Emma Vermette. Nice to go out with an award.
That's nice, yeah. Southgate finished 7th. And their representative was Erica Pajak.
I know her dad.
Okay. All right.
He's a good guy. In fact, he's got 3 daughters, and nobody wanted a son more than him. Just gonna say that. But Dave, you know what? You raised 3 good athletes and 3 good kids.
That's good.
Yeah. And then where we at? Taylor High got 1 all-league selection. Was junior Alyssa Williamson.
Okay, and then Lincoln Park round out the basement, and they had one Nyliz Olivo. Congratulations to those ladies for making all downriver. You know it's interesting too, though, Marty. As we look at how many nominations or how many players were selected from every team or whatnot, and how you said it was all 6 on those top 3 that finished tied for 3rd. The more people that you have that make all downriver, the better your team was.
Yeah, that's shocking there. That's why they recruit the talent. And as coaches, me and Ken coached, obviously. He's still in the game. So am I. You like it when they get scholarships. You like it when they sign letters. Allen Parks had the great softball team that took it all the way to the state final game. And it might mean something to have the state finals be a 2 out of 3, but unfortunately they got beat. But senior Madeline Ramey, she's going to play softball at U of M. And I'll say this, you'd have to be a heck of a softball player to get in the lineup at U of M.
Yeah, even to get a letter of interest from Miss Carol Hutchinson, you'd have to be very, very good.
Yes.
So that goes without saying.
So congrats to you, Madeline. Yeah. And we had one more.
Yeah, Grosse Ile senior Ty Garza recently signed to play baseball at Barton College.
And Ty's dad is the coach in Grosse Ile. I read that.
Okay, and that's good. I mean, I think that if kids get an opportunity to, if they like the sport, I don't care if it's, I never heard of you university, please continue to play.
Correct.
And build that skill and learn those transferable life skills from that sport and take them on, get you a degree out of it.
I agree with you. It doesn't always have to be Division I for you to have the ability to higher educate yourself.
That's right.
You know, it can't go wrong. One more round of all-state honors this time is Downriver Boys Soccer. The other football. In Division III, Grosse Ile had 6 players named to this year's all-state team, obviously because they were state semifinalists. First team honors were the senior defender Cannon Kawadri and sophomore midfielder Ali Khalad. And senior midfielder John Duke was the second team all-state selection for the Devils. On the all-state third team, senior defender Clayton Lafayette, along with junior goalkeeper Hayden Watson. And they had one more honorable mention. That would make 7, and that was Ty Garza.
Yeah.
The kid we just talked about.
He's going to Barton College to play baseball.
Yeah, he was just, soccer was just to keep him in shape.
Yeah, it's a lot of running. In addition, Grosse Ile's head coach, John Evans, picked up D3 Coach of the Year honor. So, Coach Evans, congratulations. You're D3 Coach of the Year.
Nice. D4?
Allen Park Inner City Baptist also has 6 all-state selections. First team was junior goalkeeper Trevor Meyer. Second team honors went to the Chargers midfielder Jacob Frank and senior forward Micah Wright. Third team honors for D4 for Inner City Baptist was junior forward Carlson Fowler. And all-state honorable mention went to 2 Chargers, senior defender Ethan Bauer and sophomore defender Griffin Golden. And you can see why Allen Park Inner City Baptist was pretty good.
Yeah, without a doubt. And then D2, Riverview had 3 selections as district champs. The sophomore forward Denon Oglevek, and third team all-state honoree and junior forward Caden Demirs, and sophomore midfielder TJ Escueto. Each earned honorable mentions. And then the Jags had 2. We had all-state, goalkeeper Connor Furkello, and senior defenders Xavier Chimenti.
Yep, and in my Ken voice, Woodhaven. The Woodhaven Warriors had 1 state honorable, all-state honorable mention. It was junior forward Dakota Clint in a year when the program captured their 4th consecutive Downriver championship.
You only have 1 all-stater when you won the league title.
Yeah, I think everybody felt like Ken. So they didn't vote for them.
That's unfortunate. She had to have help, or he was just so good. It was like that Grosville kid a year ago that scored like 50 goals.
I know you don't.
You know, we were reading about that about a year ago. Yeah. We had some hockey started up. I guess I don't know if these are. I guess they're real games. They're on Michigan High School Athletic. But Edsel Ford took care of Ann Arbor Huron 7-0, and Trenton slapped Southgate 8-0. I would assume these are scrimmage games this early, but because they were just allowed to start practicing maybe 2 weeks ago. They wouldn't fire up. Well, I don't know. They skate all winter. They skate all fall.
Yeah, that's what they told them, that you could start 2 weeks ago. All right.
And then Southgate took care of Manistee 8-4, and then we had Allen Park lose to Bay City. Western 4-3. Country Day took care of Woodhaven. Obviously, Trenton is it around here. Then there was the tournament at Tawas, and Grosville beat Carlson, and that's 11-20. And then Trenton lost to UAD Jesuit. There's another team that's
1-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1-0. That's a good game.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up, your kids starting to skate, huh? Welcome to the hockey world, man. You could go. It's when you go in the middle of winter, you go in the ice rink to warm up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's funny. Like you say, you see him. My son's 9. He's a bigger 9-year-old. So he's got to learn how to get low. I don't know. My skating is Eric Heighton. You probably don't even know who that is. Eric Heighton was like an Olympian.
He's a speed skater.
Yeah.
With thighs like that.
Yeah. That's it. Look at you, showing your age. But
age.
that's what I remember.
You could
about
never tell
skating.
by the hair.
Yeah, no. You look good, Marty. But so he's getting into it, and hopefully finds something that he enjoys, and we'll keep him skating.
All right. Well, as we wrap up, don't forget, we flashed it a few times today, localsportswrapup@gmail.com. Get a hold of us. Watch us on YouTube. You can always comment on our YouTube site. We have a YouTube page. Subscribe to that page. Let's get it into 3 digits.
Yeah.
Come on, Ken. You have a lot of friends. You got to get these guys to subscribe.
Yeah.
I'm Marty Chinesky. That's Ken Brown. We will see you in a week. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Yeah, hi, Dad.
And we'll wrap up here and see you in a week. We'll talk finals football at Ford Field. Sounds like a fun. And Michigan and Ohio State. That'll be fun.
Eat good Thursday.
Oh, I'm going to eat good.
Eat good Thursday. Yeah.